nerd friends out there, this is Miss Chilia, and I gotta make this video. I wasn't even gonna make no videos today. I was gonna take a break, day off, but after I just got the news of, and I read online, this could be a little spoilers for you who watched the Miss Marvel show. You know, right? I didn't see the Miss Marvel show whatsoever. I didn't see not one episode because I didn't feel right, and I didn't like how they changed their character. They changed her powers, her origin story, definitely her origin story. And I didn't like, it didn't hit me. Because I like Miss Marvel, the comic book character. I do. Really liked her a lot. And I have her first issue when she got introduced. That she's a human. She got her powers when Atlantia, the city of home of the humans, crashed. And all the mist spread the powers, and found out whoever had the human genes decided to turn to gets powers and human powers, put in the cocoon and all that stuff. I kind of like that, but I understand why they didn't go that route. But I kind of wish they connect their story somehow into the humans, like maybe not do the mist stuff, but turn her character into a human, like Black Bolt, the human family, welcome to the world family, all that stuff. That would be pretty cool. But we found out, like I said, spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled about the Miss Marvel, about they found out about the character. It's not a big spoiler, but we found out she is a mutant. She said, well, I have a feeling my DNA is kind of like a mutation like. And I was like, really? Really? And this is what got me scared. This is what made me in the movie. It's not even about that. It just got me because I watched Thor, Thunder and Love last week. And I was like, and that movie was terrible. It was bad. And just, it gets me thinking in this future that we're heading down Marvel, MCU, the Marvel now. And I hope it doesn't affect the comic books. I really do not hope it does not affect the comics. Because one thing about Disney likes to do with their comics and their movies together, they like to combine them. They like to make them connect somehow. Like what they did with the Quicksilver and Wanda. They take them out. That was the stupidest decision they ever made. What they did with Quicksilver and Wanda. Scarlet Witch, basically. And turning out mutants no more. They were now mutants. They were not kids of Magneto. And that was the most stupidest thing they ever did. And that's, I thought, how they're going to introduce the mutants. Like, redeem that mistake they did. Because with the Multiverse Madness, we all heard there was going to be mutants in there. There was going to be some kind of X-Men thing. We saw Charles Xavier's in there. Cool. And I thought somehow, some way, they would turn Wanda and Quicksilver back into mutants again. They would turn, Magneto will be in there and comfort her daughter and saying that, oh, you are a mutant this whole time, you and your brother. Like, whoa, that would be nuts. That would shock the world. That would shock the comic community. Everything. That would make everyone happy. But they didn't do nothing like that. That was the only downside of Multiverse Madness. Like, they couldn't exploit more than mutants in that movie. That would make more sense. You don't turn Miss Marvel into a mutant. You don't. Or bring in her into her universe. She has no mutant connection whatsoever, and that's the most stupidest thing. That was like, they're okay changing comics now. They're okay of changing our ways, and that's wrong. That's wrong. Because I came up with a theory. This is my personal theory. What makes some movie successful is based on like a book or comic book or a character that we like, anything like that. You have to please both fans of that. There's fans of Thor. Let's go with Thor for quick. There's fans of Thor comic books, that hardcore Thor fans. I read a lot of Thor comic books as well, so I know what Thor's like. We saw Thor all our lives growing up, so we see the movies and we see in the big screen, and we're all hyped and ready. Cool, our favorite character is making a big screen, and little by little they're changing them. He's not even the character we love, the character that we love reading. We saw in comic books. I'm right now like all that stuff. Like right now, anyone that doesn't know about Thor and you only know about Thor from the comic books, I want you to go to your local comic book store, pick up a Thor comic, and see if that's the same character you see in the big screen. That is not what you see in the big screen. You don't. They even changed his whole background. It feels like his whole world. It sucks. Like that's why maybe people don't like the Dark World, but it still felt like Thor reading and watching the Dark Elves, his Asgard world, his father. They destroyed it all. They literally said, you know what? Let's in part 3 and part 2, let's get rid of Asgard. Let's get rid of all the Asgardians. Let's get rid of all his characters. Let's get rid of the Frost Giants. Let's get rid of the Dark Elves. Let's get rid of all his villains. We haven't seen Enchantress. We haven't seen Beta Ray Bill. We haven't seen any of his. All his friends are gone. He's dead. And I was like, dude, you literally destroyed Thor's life. You destroyed the Thor's character and his story. Gone. Erased that. That just blew my mind. Blew it. They turned him to something else. And that sucks. Like, why you do that? Why? There's so many great stories. The War of the Realms. They could have done so much great materials from Thor's story and gone like that. That's why they're getting so much hate. So you're pleasing one side of fans. You're pleasing. There is people that love these movies and shows. And those are the fans that don't know Thor really. They just seen a show and movie. And they say, "Oh, cool. This is fun. This is exciting. This is laughing." Yeah. I'm not. Like I say, you gotta please both fans. Now you're gonna get an angry fan base that grew up with Thor, loved Thor, and hates it now because you changed it. That's why Fox. If you wonder why Fox sold the X-Men and sold their whole company and failed because of that, they never pleased the fans. They never pleased the comic book fan. They never pleased the fans of that book, like the X-Men. They made horrible movies of the X-Men. They changed it and didn't feel right whatsoever. If you make movies that don't feel right based on character, it doesn't need to be a comic book character. It could be, like I said, Harry Potter. Imagine they did Harry Potter in the 25th century. It's in the future in America, and they're all wizards, but they're mostly fighting robots and aliens. You'll be pissed off when you. That's not the book you read. This is not what you grew up reading. That's not why you became a fan of Harry Potter. You'd be pissed off. This is not Harry Potter to me. Same thing. This like little by little Marvel. I'm watching Moon Knight. I know Moon Knight. I read some comics. I like the Moon Knight character, and this is not Moon Knight 100%. This is like, whoa, you're adding jokes and kiddish and talking hippos and all this joking stupid stuff. This terrible villain in there in this movie, and like I said, in the serious movie of Moon Knight. Imagine Moon Knight was on Netflix, run by the director who did the Daredevil series. That would be awesome. They're missing so many good points in this. So many wonderful, they're hidden missing items. The Eternals. I never seen Eternal movies because it threw me off. This doesn't feel like Eternals. I didn't even read Eternal comic. I'm not a fan of Eternals, but I know what the Eternals look like. And when I see the Eternals and the Deviants, and I see the trailer and watching, and this doesn't feel like that. They don't feel like the Eternals. They're just taking their names. Like, you go read the comics. Like I said, you have to get the look right as well. You have to. Imagine Iron Man was just Tony Stark with no, like, just in regular armor. Not the crazy much mechanics. Maybe he changed his color to his green and red, and he changed his background and changed his look. He's bald. He wears glasses. And will you be pissed off? You're an Iron Man fan and say that's not Tony Stark. That's not Iron Man. You'll be pissed off. Like I say, you have to please both fans. You have to please if you're gonna do comic book based on comic book, Batman, Spider-Man, you have to do both. Please both fans. You have to please the fans of that series, the comic book world, everything. And you can't go full on. Sometimes you do that. They do just go full on comic book down, because the other characters, the other fan base doesn't read Batman. They don't know the character and they don't read the book, so they say, what the hell? I don't know what I'm watching. That you gotta please both fans. You have to please both. That's why Marvel did pretty good in the past 10 years leading up to Endgame, because they were pleasing both fans. Civil War example, it's not 100% comic book. They didn't do not that much from the comic book whatsoever. Captain America Civil War, heck no. The comic book was still 10 times better, but they did enough to please both fans. They have moments on comic book that people like the fight with Iron Man, Captain America, boom, boom, boom. That was straight from the comics. Even captured an iconic scene from the comic book. That was awesome. It made that fan happy. The concept behind it of heroes versus heroes, he still kept it. The seriousness, it wasn't, I don't think there was no jokes in there whatsoever. So it felt so good for both fans to like enjoy it. It was, like I said, it's not 100%, but it's enough to please the comic book community, the comic book fan, the fan of the Civil War comics, and fans of just people that love going to movies and watching good movies. They did enough. That's all we asked. That's all. You do enough to do it. Little by little, DC is capturing that. They're doing that in their movies. Batman, the cop ideas for the long Halloween, the new Batman movie. That's why people loved it. It was like, whoa, this felt like the Riddler. This feels like more like Batman's detective work. This feels like more and more. So that's why they're succeeding. Same thing with Aquaman. This felt his world, his enemies. This felt more like Aquaman. This felt like character for both. Boom, boom, success. Shazam, definitely, it felt like a comic book movie. And a regular movie. It was silliness. You expect silliness. You expect it to be like this. Because it's a kid growing up. Has superpowers that turns to adult. It's like Big, like I said, Big and Superman put together. But he kept that magic world. He kept his silliness in it. They're not canceling out his world, like Mastermind on his villains, Black Adam too, in his world, the Wizard. So that's why Shazam was a success. It felt like a comic book and a good movie for people to watch. Like, oh, I want to know more about this comic. Go buy the comic book store and go do it. That's what I'm talking about. Whew, I'm talking a lot. I made this because I am scared for the MCU. I am really, really scared what they're gonna do with the future of my characters I love. The Daredevil, Kingpin, like they make a little bit of Kingpin's a joke, to be honest. Like Kingpin defeated by Kate Bishop. That's already disappointing right there. It didn't hit me too hard, but now little by little, it's hitting me. Like defeated by a little girl, that is bad. That is bad. Just. I am scared. I am scared the MCU, they're gonna destroy my Marvel, my characters I love. I was hoping, I was happy that MCU bought the X-Men. They brought it from Fox. They were gonna do some crazy stuff. They got the money. They got the power to do some good stuff like they did with Avengers. But I'm scared. They might turn into a joke. It might be like Thor. You ever thought of that? They might do what they did with Thor and change their whole world in the background. You cannot change the X-Men world. It's so much that what made it so great, the hate for mutants, them trying to change human ways. There's so much power and so much emotions in the X-Men world. You cannot change that. That's why people say, how are they gonna bring them in? And I thought Multiverse Matters. Maybe Multiverse Matters will show us a universe that the X-Men, no Avengers, no nothing. It's just X-Men mutants are living in that world by themselves. And it will show us that world. It will show us a glimpse that there's a whole universe full of mutants. And that would be cool to see. That was the introduction I wanted to see. But like I said, I'm scared, man. I am. Little by little, the characters they're doing that we love and grew up. She-Hulk, it's coming out soon. They're talking about the X-Men, Fantastic Four. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. Like, Blade, imagine when Blade comes out. Oh my god. I am stressed thinking about this. I am sad and angry because they're shooting themselves right now. Basically, they're shooting themselves in the foot and turning their characters into kiddie-ish. They already destroyed the Hulk, destroyed the Thor character in the universe. I probably would never see another Thor movie. It sucks what they did with the Hulk, and these characters are so cool in the comics, and they destroyed it, and it's so sad. It's so sad what they're gonna do, and I'm scared of the X-Men universe. They're gonna bring in. I'm glad the Deadpool experiment failed. Remember they tried to do Deadpool when it turned to PG, doesn't he do too much cursing and all that stuff? No, they even said it. One thing I had hope, and I hope everyone do this for the X-Men universe, or I wish they do it for Blade. The Blade needs to be rated R. It has to be rated R. I don't care. It needs to be rated R to be successful. PG-13, it's gonna suck. It will suck. Blade will suck. Rated R, Blade, hardcore. Leave them alone. Don't put no fairy creatures, jokes, or anything. That I want a hardcore vampire movie. That's what I want. That's what made the first Blades successful, because of that. Stupid. They're freaking kidding around me. Jokes and all that shit. Nah. they left Deadpool alone. They said it was gonna be a rated R movie. It's done by the same director, same everything. So they say leave it alone. They're probably gonna put in a different world. I'm happy about that. I don't give a damn if you ever put Thor or Captain America. I don't care. You put any of those characters in there. But mutants only, I'm happy with that. But leave Deadpool alone. Do not change it one bit. Don't. I don't want that stupid Mickey Mouse touching it one bit. Alright. I'm getting like it's getting stupid now. Like right after I knew after Endgame that they were gonna fall. I had a feeling. I was like, what can it really do like to make everything like I heard that little by little they might do the Secret Wars. And that sounds interesting, I really do. But it's like Wakanda Forever, Black Panther really does sound interesting anymore. It sucks. Chick Balls, the original Black Panther. Forgive me if I mispronounced his wrong name. I'm terrible with names if you haven't watched my channel, YouTube channel. But the original Black Panther passed away, and I was heartbroken when he died. I was like, dude, he was a perfect Black Panther. He was the perfect character, great actor. Seen a lot of his movies already, and it was sad he died. And definitely they're doing with Namor. The villain that was I was talking to my friend, that was the movie villain I wanted to see, but already, oh my god, no, skipping to that part, the good pictures and glimpses of that, such a disappointment too already. The way Namor is, just the character design just doesn't feel right to me whatsoever. Actually, it doesn't feel Namor-ish, doesn't feel it. I mean, I gotta see the trailer, but the character doesn't hit me like Namor. Like I said, it feels like it, I don't even know what to say, but I am not liking the Namor he picked. I am not liking. Just it doesn't feel right. It doesn't, like it's not connecting right. And just this Black Panther movie, we'll see. It's gonna be Black Panther's sister, I believe, gonna be the one to take the throne. Maybe like I said, I gotta see a trailer comes out, but I'm seeing a poster. It's the only one that makes sense to me. They could take over the mantle, and she doesn't feel the right to be the main hero. She's like that nerdy sister that you love. Like I said, I wish they made her the bodyguard, the one that played from Walking Dead, the first Black Panther. I forgot her name. Sasa. She wielded the sword in Black Panther. Forgive me, I'm not wield sword in Black Panther. Walking Dead. I'm forgetting her character's name. Oh, sucks. But yeah, I wish she one of the guards. She was a important bodyguard. She was a bodyguard for the first king of Wakanda, Black Panther. The Black Panther movie, one main character. You see her a lot. She fought and everything. And I wish she was the next Black Panther in line. I kind of wish she fits the role of a badass like hero female character. Cause that's why I see a picture of Black Panther. Has to be strong, fearless, smart, everything. She probably don't fit the smart role, but like I said, it'll be a combination. Like that girl help her beyond she's super smart but not brawny, and she's brawny. Anyways, like I said, I'm not looking forward. Like Marvel movies coming up, there's not really none I'm looking forward to. There's none. There's really not that many out there that's awesome. That strikes me, I'm excited for. And I have no hopes for. Definitely with seeing Thor, imagine that's gonna be like that for the coming days. The way they do the secret invasion probably be a stupid joke to them. The way they do famous stories, like I might, when they do Secret Wars, it'll probably be the most stupid way they do Secret Wars. It'll be stupid. Oh, I'm just so disappointed. Look at how Spider-Man's successful because of that. They copy everything from the comics. It felt like a comic book. Like I said, comment below. I'm sorry I ranted so much. I just wanted to get this off my chest. This was a big deal to me. Seeing the downfall of Marvel, probably right now, we just witnessing the downfall of Marvel and changing our, hopefully they never touch our comics that we love. The comics we grew up reading, and they don't change it. Hopefully they don't. You never know. I found out like later on the internet that the new Miss Marvel comics, oh, she is actually a mutant. She's never a human. That was a trick or something like that. Like, really? Oh my god. I'll probably will stop comic books right there. Stop reading Marvel comics right there. Because you know, whatever changes they do in the movies will affect the comics 100% if they do that. Anyways, like I said, comment below what you think of all the changes that Marvel's been going through, their movies, their shows. Are you liking the changes? Are you liking the new? Are you like me? You're scared and worried about the MCU, what's gonna be in the coming years, the future, all the garbage they're putting out. Are you worried about the MCU? What they're gonna do with our characters we love and adore? Like now they got Daredevil and Punisher and all these cool characters that from the Netflix series. You think they're gonna do good with them? Hopefully. Are they gonna change anything? I'm worried. Really worried about the future MCU. Give me your thoughts below. What do you think of the MCU these days? Are you loving anything they do? All the new stuff they're putting out? Shang-Chi, the Eternals, Winter Soldier and Captain America, and no, Falcon and Winter Soldier, yeah. Thor, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk's coming out, Multiverse of Madness. Give me all your thoughts on those shows and movies. What do you feel about the MCU today? Thank you all for watching, and please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate everyone you watching and liking and subscribing. I appreciate everyone. Thank you very much. Hope you all have a good day or a good night, and remember, stay nerdy forever.